folks, just thinking. Wait. Drop you. I'll pick up the pepper vodka. Actually, I can't because it's in the remains. Delightful.
Oh my.
Take the earth rune. Orange. Yeah. Wouldn't mind the AoE loot like we have in WoW, but I suppose as long as it gets done. You probably want to talk to me?
It was my first time witnessing a witch's sword in action. I've no desire to see more.
Your brother is dead.
Finally, he got his just desserts. That fool nearly ruined my life.
No regrets.
I was just having to stare at her dress to make sure I didn't have to edit anything there.
I experienced before escaping him.
He'll torment you no more.
Thank you, Witcher. Thank you for your humanity.
Wait,
You wish to ask me something?
Take care.
No, she was gonna give me share of her profits or something, but I know. At least that quest is done, but Knights of the Flaming Rose probably don't really like me after I killed like 5 of them there. Regardless, lesser of two evils. Alright. Let's see, what quests do I have left? Game of Dice. I can't do with that. Old King's Men. No, that's not going anywhere yet. Bothered with them. Fist fight. Not bothered. That's fine. I need to get 3 flasks of Arcaspore juice. And 5 cockatrice feathers. Where the fuck do I even get these? 3 folders for Velrad. The Unforgiven, go see Tress, the Wyvern contract. Wyvern, sorry. Oh, 1 second. Hey folks. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. I don't think I can really do any more with Dentist. The dentist bought the teeth of the beast, even though they're fairly common. Since they're called teeth of the beast, is it just wrong for me to only be able to think of the second boss I fought, the Hellhound thing? Even though it probably just means dog. So, again, 1 second. Hey folks, let's meander our way down to the inn and turn in that side quest. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually going to move on. Actually, no, wait. Before I move on, I'm going to go to a book merchant and buy a ton of lore. With the ton of lore, I'll read it, then move on. It's kind of weird. You can see his shadow appearing before he ever opened the door. Go back a second and you'll see it. Okay, folks, let's see. Innkeeper. Say hi.
You're most welcome.
For whatever reason, his subtitles there blurred together, and it says "You're most delicious," and I was very concerned.
About the notice.
Yes.
Just like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about,
You
mate?
have 3 pieces?
I do. Your coin.
Right. 200 ore.
None. But thanks for asking.
I kind of wish we could, talk about, more than just our Taylor. You think we could? Like, remember the king, in the slums here, outright said, oh yeah, they're being forged. Then again, I suppose we want to keep that on the down low, like in the other quests. Geralt doesn't really want to get involved. So, what you gonna do, eh? Folks, I have to keep cutting every so often because I keep getting worried. But I think I'm handling it all pretty well. Like, I'm not cutting and editing as much as I have done so on other occasions. Wait, books. No idea why those guards are blue while these ones over here are flagged as green. I'll be honest, I don't have a notion. You notice there actually was like saying one thing, then ended with something else, like stuttering weirdly. That's because I change what I'm saying halfway through. It's annoying. Decisive with what I say.
No reason to be here, white-haired one.
I don't deal in retail. Behold, the best goods in the civilized world.
Who's new? Let's head to the bank. I need to talk to Whack-Danon. No, that's the guy from Diablo. The guy who owns the bank. My mind is blanking. He sells rings. Okay, he isn't here, though I could steal some order battle hammers.
Royal Edict orders a state of emergency for the neighborhood.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be closed down then. Alright, I have to go for a second. I'll be right back. Hey folks, and I forgot to pause the game, so that could have ended quite poorly for me. And since it's night time, I'm gonna go rest in the inn, then I'll head back to the other... Where am I even going? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Then I'll head back to the other district and find the bookseller there, and buy a couple of their books, because it seems random when the bookseller appears here. Or maybe I just turned up at the wrong time of the day, but I always know where that other bookseller is and all that, so may as well.
Out of the pan into the oven, then the fire.
Let's see. Anyone of interest here? Taylor. Yeah.
Greetings.
Can
I need
Rest.
Yes.
See? Well, that innkeeper was very polite. Though I guess he just wants my money, so... yeah. Let's level this up a bit, shall we? The cleansing ritual in places of power. It could also make bombs. Life ritual. Sign duration. Interesting. Wait, what's this? Okay, when Geralt is drunk, he gets buzz, which makes him immune to pain, increases the damage he does by 25%, but reduces his dodge and parry capabilities. Let's buff Vigor, Vigor and knockdown resistance. And let's get 2 basic Ard upgrades. Because I think, why not? And I feel lightheaded. Again. Well, that's annoying. Alright, let's wait till daytime. It's gonna take a bit to swig of cola. Annoyingly, I don't have nearly enough for the night. I woke up late. Couldn't get any more. Alright, let's stroll over this way. Phone's nearly dead, annoyingly. So now it's 7%. Anyway. Also, I do realize I actually went to the wrong place to meet the guy to sell him the rings, but simultaneously, he won't actually buy them off me. That was in Act 2. He's just a quest NPC for Act 3. So anyway, I need to get over here to this district. I can buy from... So let's see if the book guy is here. Because if I can get it here, I can at least chop out one loading screen.
Put matters right, Richard. Damn rain.
No. Come on, book merchant. Yeah, no book merchant today. So let's stroll over this way. We'll head over up here, and then we can buy the books here. Up this way. Then once I've read them, I can head over to Act 4. Also, remember how I spared the Broxa? The reason I did so, well, beyond, you know, if she actually did make the choice and all that, was kind of the fact, you know, she was associated with that higher vampire Growth was once friends with. Just thought, if she, you know, she might be fine in that case. Well, at least that was my train of logic. Probably should have said that at the time, but whatever. One second. Hey folks. Let's say hi to Vincent.
Farewell.
Alright. Let's mosey just over here. Let's just hook a right and I'm done.
Real down.
What do you want?
Well, to buy. Duh. Alright, recent history. Okay, it's good. I couldn't remember, does it tell me if I've already bought stuff or not? But it does. Okay, buy. A monumental, true, somewhat vague retelling of world history. From ancient times to the present day. That's rude. Field Marshal, sorry, what's this say? Recent work, the work deals with the Nilfgaardian War and its causes and consequences. Recent history, anonymous. Field Marshal Cohorn's strategy failed when his flanking maneuver was stopped by the heroic Vizeman infantry led by Governor Bornbor, though they paid dearly for their heroism and blood. While the Vizemans resisted, Nilfgaard's left flank crumbled. Some began to flee, while others banded in small groups to defend themselves as they were surrounded. The same happened on the right, where the tenacity of the dwarves and mercenaries finally broke Nilfgaard's momentum. A loud cry of triumph rose in the battlefield, as the hearts of the royal knights filled with new courage. Nilfgaard's spirits fell, the men's hands went limp, and our warriors began cutting them down. And Field Marshal Menno Cohorn realized that the battle was lost, as he saw his men being killed and dispersed all around. His marshals and knights his officers and knights came to him leading a fresh horse, urging him to flee to save his life. But Nilfgaard's marshal's heart was fearless. It wouldn't be right, he said, refusing the reins. It wouldn't be right to run like a coward from the field, on which, under my orders, so many good men have fallen for the Emperor. Originally, just due to how it was wrote here, it just seemed very pro-Zeman, but ended up making the marshal on the other side seem quite noble as well. So, interesting.
What?
Okay, so history of the world. Let's just drop a few things so I can actually buy a few books at a time. Let's speed things up. Though I am annoyed that I couldn't get that ring from earlier. Just need to find the one damn merchant that will take rings. I'll just leave the salamander badges.
What do you want?
I could have just kept bouncing even in this cutscene. Fairy tales and stories. A collection of folk tales describing monsters, sorcerers, and witchers from a simple man's point of view. A work devoted to the famous magical cataclysm describes the appearance of monsters, the origins of humans, and human magic. The conjuration of spheres. Sorry, not conjuration, the conjunction. Actually, that was mentioned in the Blood of Elves Witcher book. It never did explain what it was, though. So I guess we'll find out here. The story of Lara Doran and Crag of Laud, a human version of Lara and Cara Crag's legend, provides information on elves and elder blood. Basic alchemy, an invitation to magic. Lara's gift, an elven version of that legend. Against non-humans, transmutations and metamorphoses. An intricate alchemical treatise on presenting a theory concerning the animation of inanimate matter. The book describes the exotic insects of Zarkandria and other abominations as seen by the author on his travels. Let's get this. I've already read what that said before. Let's get Dragon's Dream. The Zarkarian alchemy gives you the formula for the bomb known as the King and Queen, and for Crinfrid oil. Subterranean plants, ritual plants. The History of the World by Roderick de November. When the criminal stake had been lit and the flames reached her, she began insulting old knights, barons, mages, and councillors gathered in the square in such foul language that they were all filled with dread. Though the wet logs had been stacked to prevent the hag from burning too quickly, and provide her a chance to suffer in the flames, dry wood was soon added to the fire to end the execution more swiftly. She must have truly harboured a demon inside her, as she uttered not a single scream, though she fizzled fair enough. Instead, she began cursing horribly. An avenger shall be born from my own blood, she cried, from the defiled elder blood. A destroyer of nations and the world will rise. A destroyer of nations and worlds will rise. He shall avenge my torment. Death and revenge upon you and your offspring. That was all she managed to articulate before she perished. Such was the death of Falca, her punishment for the innocent blood she spilt. Interesting.